Hi, Charlene Hess here with my video blog episode 4. And today I want to talk to you about meditation. Why meditate? How do you meditate? And what do you do if you're somebody like me that meditation does not come easily? In fact, it feels like such a huge effort. And so, first of all, what is meditation? Meditation is really the practice of having a deep contemplative thought about a topic, or it can be a use of connecting in your spiritual practice, connecting with yourself, connecting with your higher power. It's also used to create a sense of calmness, lowers your blood pressure. So there's like the health benefits of meditation. And so there are so many different types of meditation. And if you're somebody who struggles with meditation, I want to encourage you to try different things. There isn't just one type of meditation. There's not a right way or a wrong way to meditate. And I think that was one of the things that I really got caught up on when I first started trying to meditate. My personality is very much about I want to do things the right way. And so I will look at something, I will research it, I'll try to find all of the right tools so that I can make sure that I'm doing it right. And so there isn't just this one size fits all. We're all very different. And so, one thing that I have discovered in my practice is a method that has worked for me that finally, after years and years and years and years of struggling with trying to maintain a meditation practice, I have found something that works. And so, I've been doing this work with Kyle Cease, and one of the meditation challenges that he has is to sit with yourself for an hour every day. And rather than do a mantra or to have soft music or to try and quiet your thoughts, it's actually a system of being able to just sit with yourself and see what comes up. So essentially, you're holding space for yourself. And that has absolutely made such a huge impact for me in my life. I cannot tell you the amazing benefits that I'm finally having. This is a 90-day challenge, and I am actually 30 days in that I have been meditating for 30 minutes to an hour for 30 days. I'm shocked at myself that I've been doing it. I've never even made it through one of the Deepak Chopra 21-day meditation challenges where I actually stuck with it the whole time. And so the reason that I've stuck with it is because I found something that works for me. And so I just want to encourage you to find a way of meditating that works. There are so many different ways to meditate. So one way of meditation is to be able to just sit still and quiet your mind. To try to come to a place of creating a sense of calmness and peace. And that can work really well for some people. They talk about quieting your monkey mind, where you can just sit and drop in and come to that place of just stillness where you're not thinking about anything. That's one way to do it. For me, I can do that sometimes, but it's not something I can do all of the time. Something that also has worked for me is doing movement meditation. And so movement meditation is where I'm just in this rhythmic movement, whether it's hula hooping or sometimes I've gotten there with going for a walk. Hiking is definitely a form of movement meditation, where as I'm hiking, I'm just taking that time to really connect with myself, to go in and really get deep and introspective. And that is another form of meditation that works really well. Yoga can sometimes put you in meditation where you're not focusing on the form or the pose, but you're really focusing on connecting your breath and your movement, and you're getting yourself into a calm meditative state. Using various different tools can help with meditation. One of the things that I absolutely love is I love my bowl, my singing bowl. I can just take and just sometimes just sit and play my bowl, and as I'm going through and doing that, it gets to a certain sound or a pitch, and it just completely grabs my mind and it just pulls everything down and creates a calmness. And I really love using my meditation bowl. Another way of meditating is doing the dishes or cleaning the house. Again, something that is just repetitious. You don't have to put a lot of thought into it. It's not demanding a lot of your attention. And it's something that you can do that's rhythmic, and you can get into that place of calming your mind. And so those are just a couple of different ways of meditating. There's the meditation of Vipassana, where you take and you just focus on one thing, like your breath, the sensation of your breath on your lip, where you just sit and really breathe. And every time that your mind tries to wander, bring it back to that breath. And so that's about practicing presence and stillness, of really zeroing in on one thing in your body and focusing on that. And that's another really great way to meditate. One thing that I've done that's worked really well for me is using prayer beads. And a lot of times people will use them to do chants. They'll take a chant or a word and they just repeat it over and over and over again. And they'll do it in Sanskrit. And it's not something that I'm super familiar with, because I don't understand all that's entailed in the Buddhist or in the Hindu religions. That it's not something that I can even tell you anything about, other than ways that I've used it for me, is where I've actually taken my prayer beads, and there's the 108 beads. And so I'll just do an affirmation with each bead. And so I'll just sit and I will count each bead and go through, and just as I slide the bead over, I just go through and say my affirmation, whatever that is. And as I'm going through and doing that, the affirmation changes and grows and evolves as I'm repeating it again and again. And that has worked really well for me as well. And finally, the part that's working for me is what I'm doing right now. It's the thing that I've been able to stick with the longest, and that is the sitting with myself and holding space for myself, where I'm creating this place where I'm able to really connect to and listen to all of the thoughts that are going on all of the time. In my life coaching business, one of the things that I teach is emotional processing, where I take and help people to identify the feelings that are coming up, to link it back to what the underlying core beliefs are, or the stories that they've attached to, and then working on clearing that and processing the emotions that are tied into that. And the only way that you can figure out what those are is by taking time to get still and to really connect with yourself. And so I just want to really encourage you to take this self-care practice and find a way that you can disconnect from your phone, disconnect from music, disconnect from TV, disconnect from conversations with your friends, disconnect from Facebook, and just take some time to sit and be still and find a way to meditate, to bring yourself into presence. It's absolutely life-changing. If meditation is something that you've always struggled with, I am just here to tell you that I'm here with you. I know that it takes practice, but it's so absolutely worth the effort when you get to that place where you finally can tap into the reward center of what meditation gives you. And so I've been really inspired to put together a 7-day I don't know. I still haven't, I'm developing yet. I don't know if it's a 7-day process or a 7-day program, but I've come up with 7 specific steps of how to really connect with yourself using meditation, how to really get to know who you are on the inside. And so I'm in the process of developing that, and I'll share more about that with you later. But this has been a really exciting journey, and I just want to say that I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for meditation. So find something that works for you. If you do already meditate, please share with me what's your process, what works for you. And if meditation's brand new to you, I just want to encourage you to, start with 5-10 minutes a day and build up from there. So thanks so much for listening. If you have any questions or comments or feedback, please feel free to leave that in the comments below. And if you want more videos like this, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will be sharing my journey, my process, and my thoughts, and hopefully they can inspire you. So have a wonderful day and meditate.